Alright, video 3 of chapter 5, and we're going to start right here. It might be, too, doubtless it was so, although she hid the secret from herself, and grew pale whenever it struggled out of her heart, like a serpent from its hole, it might be that another feeling kept her within the scene and pathway that had been so fatal. There dwelt, there trode, the feet of one with whom she deemed herself connected in a union, that, unrecognized on earth, would bring them together before the bar of final judgment, and make their marriage altar, for a joint futurity of endless retribution. Over and over again the tempter of souls had thrust this idea upon Hester's contemplation, and laughed at the passionate and desperate joy with which she seized, and then strove to cast it from her. She barely looked the idea in the face, and hastened to bar it in its dungeon. What she compelled herself to believe, what finally she reasoned upon as her motive for continuing a residence of New England, was a half-truth, and half a self-delusion. Here, she said to herself, had been the scene of her guilt, and here should be the scene of her earthly punishment. And so, perchance, the torture of her daily shame would, at length, purge her soul and work out another purity than that which she had lost, more saint-like because the results of martyrdom. Okay, so if you didn't catch this, this is kind of key here. She realizes there is possibly another reason why she's staying in New England, and it's probably not the best of reasons. Remember, she's married, and she says this line, and it's kind of alludes to it. So here we go. There dwelt another feeling, kept her within the scene and pathway. There dwelt, there trod the feet of one with whom she deemed herself connected in a union that, unrecognized on earth, would bring them together before the bar of final judgment, and make that their wedding altar, for a joint futility of endless retribution. So, looking at the words, what can we figure out from this sentence? So, she says right up in here about feelings, right? So she feels some kind of feelings about something. And then she says she connected in a union, right? What does that mean? Think about all these kind of unions and that people are connected in, right? So she has a feeling, she's connected in a union, and here we go. And then she says something that this feeling and this connection cannot be recognized on earth, right? And then we'll bring them. Who are them together, right? So it's a feeling, a union, something that's not acceptable on earth, bringing people together, and a marriage altar, right? Right? So she's feeling what? She's thinking that maybe she's staying here in New England because she wants to still be with her lover, the man that she bore a daughter with, right? But she doesn't want to really think about this for too long, and so she gives herself like this half-truth and half-self-delusion, okay? So what she eventually says is, I'm going to be a martyr. Basically, I'm going to be a model of sainthood and be more pure and gain back what I lost in this shame by being faithful to my punishment. So that's what she's kind of telling herself. So it's a bit of a half-truth. But really, there is something more going on here with their lover. Okay? And we don't know who her lover is quite yet. Who is he? We don't know.